We are back. 2 days in a row, Blue Skies and Kush Clouds TV is aired. I got a special guest, and this is why we're doing it. I got the homie Metikulus in the building. Um, yo, I'm
What's
gonna,
going on?
yeah, tell him what's up.
What's going on? What's going on, man?
So, yo, I'm gonna break this down. This is exactly how we do the show. It is live. So you can type your questions in. If I'm asking him questions and I don't ask the questions you want to know, by all means, I urge you type it into uh,
The little chat
the
room
little
right there,
chat
right?
room.
Yeah, man. That
Type
little
it into
chat
the
room
little
right there.
chat room there, and the homie Meticulous will answer any questions that you have.
For sure, for sure.
Um, so yo, right off the get go, Meticulous, tell him what city you repping.
Montreal 514-450-438. What's
Yo,
going on? You know?
this guy came all the way from Montreal to show love to the city and network his ass off.
Hell yeah.
And that's what you gotta do.
Logical, man. Play chess, not checkers.
Bum.
You know?
So yo, this isn't the first trip you've made though.
Nah,
You've been out here before, right?
I've been making a few trips back and forth. Lately, I've just felt that the urge to really expand my horizons. I've really been doing a lot of things in Montreal, and so now I said to myself, you know what? There's a whole globe. There's a whole globe that you can really capitalize and really eat from. So
Absolutely.
let's see what else we could do. So the most logical step is go to the province where music really is flourishing like crazy. I'll go to Toronto, see what's going on. So
Bum.
here I am. Here I am. I came up here for a week, like last month.
Bum.
Started just to see what's going on, talk to people. I had a few friends that have moved from Montreal, came out here, so I've been out here from them times, seen a few people, talked to a few people, seen what's going on, and from there I just said, you know what, it's time, man, it's time. So I'm gonna be down here for what, once a month, twice a month,
Big.
for the next from now till I move here in the summer.
Big.
Yeah, man. Internet, man.
That's what you
Internet, man.
gotta do, man.
Internet
Network.
is a very powerful tool in 2014, and we got to take advantage of that. If you're not taking advantage of that, and you're sleeping, you're kissing a pillow,
Truth.
it's not worth it.
Um, where did the name Meticulous come from? Where did you? How did you gain that name?
That name came about. It's funny because a lot of people who ask me that think that it's that I came up with it.
Right. Right.
Nah, it's something that's your name when you're born was given to you.
Yes.
Why should I be choosing my name? I didn't choose that. Someone basically came at me and said, you know what, the way that you work, you're very precise. You come up with something. You're very you deliver. You're able to come up with. I said,
Perfectionist.
yeah, a little bit. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
man.
So I said, okay, cool. And they said, yeah, you're very meticulous with how you do what you do. So I said, yo, listen, that's a very hype name. I might take that name. I might remix the spelling and just run with it.
Bomb.
Put it on the ground and run with it. Now, Meticulous is there. They call me the Titan. They call me
I see you posting
Megatron.
that. Yeah, yeah.
Listen, man. Anything that's big, that's me. I'm a large dude. You know what I'm saying?
You can call him anything you want, just don't call him an asshole.
Nah, oh, yeah. Some do that too. I like it. I take whatever, man.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
take whatever, man. Call me an asshole. Call me a dickhead. Call me
So
whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, man.
it's Meticulous Beats.
Yeah, man.
So obviously you make beats.
I make music. I make
There
music.
you go.
I make
Even better
music.
answer.
I don't limit it to just beats.
Bomb.
Right now, I'm actually starting to expand and start to do music for movies.
Big.
Yeah,
Big.
that's the next evolution of the Titan. Yeah, man.
Bomb. I just so happen to have had a song in a movie, which was pretty dope. Um, so I have somebody that you might want to talk to
All right,
in
all
regards to
right,
getting your
all right,
music
all
heard
right.
on in some movies,
That's the next step. That's
which
the
would
next
be
step.
pretty beneficial
I'm
in a big way.
listen. That's the goal. That's
Yeah,
the
yeah,
goal
yeah.
to expand.
We all want to live off what we do,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Um, so yo, make sure you get beats from this man, cause yo, they're absolute fire.
On the Twitter at Meticulous. On the Facebook, Metikulus Beats.
Metikulus Beats.
On the SoundCloud, Titan Metik.
Bomb. What we're gonna do is we're gonna post some of your. We're gonna post like
yeah,
Twitter, Facebook,
website,
whatever you got. We'll post it.
I have every mean of communication possible. I got you.
Bomb.
I got you. You know what I'm saying?
Bomb. Now there's a lot of people making beats. It's actually a very tough field to be in right now. Mm-hmm. I feel bad for a lot of producers because it is just so fucking flooded with people that think they can make beats. And also, okay, some of you are actually really good.
There are a lot that are good.
Yeah.
There's a lot that's good.
Don't get it twisted. I'm not saying that you're not.
Yeah.
But then there's making beats with samples, and then there's making beats straight from the fly, making your own original sounds.
It's more music theory.
Okay, exactly.
Music theory. You have to learn music.
Like, and you don't really sample.
I don't sample at all. I don't use no samples. I find that when you start using samples, you have more issues in regards to clearance.
Yeah, absolutely.
And why am I gonna try to make something and then have to hit a wall? Nah, I just want to make something and know that. Listen,
I give you rights.
You could use this track. You could do what you want to do with it. You can use it for a single. You do whatever you want to do with it, and know that it's gonna be on point. So, from that point, I just say, you know what? It makes no sense to sample. Not to me, anyways. There are a lot. I'm not dissing it. I'm not down with it. Right. There are people who are really crazy at it.
Yeah, there's some that people that sample and it's just like
they're crazy.
Wow.
Yeah. Some of the samples that I've heard recently, because I started to come out here and I'm hearing music from here.
Yeah.
Some of the music that I'm hearing, I'm like, that's a sample. Like,
yeah.
It's a trip.
Raindrop.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. He's nasty with it.
He's a disgusting producer.
Yeah.
And he's a sample-based beat maker, and I salute him because his style is. As I said, I never really dealt with any sample-based music, but the way he does it and the way he flips his music,
dope as hell. Dude's dope as hell. So, like I said, don't get my words twisted. That I think it's a bad thing. Jay Dedick, he's another one that I personally think is slept on. The guy's dope as hell. He did the beat for Killer for me.
Okay.
He did the track. He did the beat for Warzone.
Okay.
Me and Mike Guts.
Okay.
He's sick with it. Samples, but sick with it. Do you know what I'm saying? So there's some people that can actually sample and just be rude with it. But I give a whole new respect for doing it off the fly. Like
Exactly. It's a whole different thing for me because I just sit down.
Yeah, it's a different ball game, man.
I just roll up and just figure out whatever's on your mind. The ability to come from your mind and have it dance on your keyboard to your fingertips, and have it be retarded is, man.
Are you classically trained on piano?
It's not. No, I play by ear.
Okay,
by ear.
Dope.
I played a lot of instruments. I played guitar, played clarinet, bass guitar, drums. I've ran.
So you're a musician.
Exactly. That's
you're a musician. You're not.
I'm not just a beat maker.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I know music. I know music theory. All types of stuff.
It's funny that you mentioned music theory because my audio engineer, MJD, big shout outs, he goes to school for music and audio engineering and stuff like that. And he always says music theory.
Yes.
Huge.
Yes.
So did you go to school?
Nah.
You didn't?
Nah.
Okay.
I started off, it's pretty interesting. I started off doing music when I was 3 years old.
Okay.
Acoustic guitar. I was a kid, left it out on the floor. My dad had accidentally stepped on it in the morning time one time, lost my guitar,
Yeah.
I was crying. I was a little kid.
Right.
They got me a guitar, an electric guitar, an amplifier, and music lessons.
Huge.
So I started taking it from there. 4 years old, started jumping on music and taking it from there. From that point,
are your parents musically?
Not at all.
Like, were they always playing music, kind of at the home and stuff?
Nah. Well, they played music, but they didn't. Not instruments. They played like
CDs and stuff.
No. Records.
Okay.
Records.
Wow.
Records. we got to make sure that
Yeah, yeah, of
records.
course. For sure, man.
When it went to the cassettes, it went to the cassettes. But CDs, that came in late.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That came in really late. So they were playing music all the time, but it wasn't really it wasn't you just hear it.
Right,
You just
right.
hear it. They were playing the radio all the time. They were playing something. So from that point, it was just I just heard it all the time, and I was intrigued by music. So from there, I went through all the music theory, went through all the music lessons. At the age of 13, I started doing sound engineering at my church.
Okay.
I learned from like 3 or 4 different guys that they were all serious engineers. And so from that point, I just said, you know what? I'm gonna take this to a whole new level. I'm a young kid learning how to run big boards.
Yeah, yeah.
So I didn't know why. Nobody knows
Fun,
why.
man.
Nobody knows why. We just do what we do. At my church, we also had a youth center that was really big in the city. So I was a part of the whole the big parts of engineering with the youth.
Okay, okay,
the youth
okay.
programs and whatnot. And so
Giving back a little.
a little bit, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
exactly what it was. So we would do a lot of different things. We ended up having a youth center. We had computers and stuff in there, and that's when I really started to learn how to produce music. Um, I was, I think, 16 or something like that, really
Yeah,
kicking
yeah.
into Fruity Loops. And from them times, I just said, okay, you know what? I really like this. So I just dropped all the rest of the music stuff. I learned how to DJ. I learned how to do all these different things. And I just said, you know what? I don't want to do these things no more. I like making beats. So I just went to
Wow.
that. I went to that. I really just started to really take that to a whole new level.
And mastered that.
Yeah, yeah, really go down that lane because I have all this music stuff that I used to do. So let me go down that lane and really kick it into high gear.
So who inspired you to do that? Like, did you have a musical influence that was like, this guy's just sick with it? Like,
What do you mean, as producers?
yeah,
Other
as producers. Like, what's
Just Blaze was one of the producers that I really lost my head over
okay?
because his style, Timbaland style, back when Aaliyah was around,
Yeah, man.
um, the RZA. I mean, he was a sample based beat maker, but damn, he was
Yeah, he was nasty with
hard.
it.
Yo,
For sure, for
he
sure.
was hard with it,
Yeah,
man. Nobody could really, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, Jay Dilla was a sick with it, sample beat maker too. DJ Premier was another one too.
Yeah, yeah.
There's a lot, but you know, away from sample beat makers, Dr. Dre, Scott Storch, that whole man, Cool and Dre, that when they really bubbled up too.
Yeah.
There's a lot, man.
Swiss
Yeah,
beats.
man. Listen, the energy he always had on
Yeah,
tracks
man.
was always up here, always up here. There's a lot of beat makers, man. So I just said, you know what? I wanna do that, but not just in hip hop. I want to do that. You see, the RZA right now, I really look up to him because he is doing movies. He's directing movies now.
Yep.
He has, I'm saying, he's scoring movies and shit. So that's a whole different field, and
sure,
I want
for
him
sure.
over there.
Yeah, yeah.
Like that's where I need to be. That's where I
Fun.
need to be. So that's the climb right now.
So who have you worked with up to this point?
Which ways?
Like,
Montreal ways?
No, no,
Toronto
like,
sides?
well, yeah. I mean, both. Like,
Um,
who?
I would say approximately 80% of the English hip hop artists of Montreal. There's a lot that have left and they're no longer in Montreal right now. They've gone across different parts of the world.
Yeah,
H
yeah.
Man's he's doing tours across the world right now.
Bomb.
He did Belgium, he's Germany, he's Amsterdam. He's doing a lot of different crazy tours
Big.
right now around the world. I've worked with him before. I've worked with, for example, Boy Blue. He's another Montreal artist who, he goes across, he travels abroad, he does his thing. Last one, he's right now actually in Toronto also.
Big.
He's actually working, heavy with P Rain and them too. So
Bomb.
shout out to the whole Reps Up camp,
Yeah, yeah.
Whatever's clever,
You're working on something with White.
Yeah, man.
An ill vibe.
I'm working on a joint right now. I've actually just produced. It's called Family Man. by White. White hit me up. He hit me up online one day. He says, I have a track that I've had and I've had a lot of. It's over a regular instrumental, and I want somebody to remake and create something from scratch and make something that has the same feel of the instrumental. So I said, okay, not a problem. Let me just hear this track.
Yeah. Of course.
So I heard the track and I said, that's definitely something I could do because it's very musical. It's
Okay.
very musical. And he said, yeah, he's asked different people to make it, and different times, if you ask a sample dude to make something that's not sampled, I mean, that's like,
Yeah.
it's
Of
not gonna
course. Of
work,
course.
man. Like,
Yeah.
forget about it, man. So he hit me up, and I just said, okay, let me hear it. I heard it, and I made something up right away, and hit him up 2 days later. He says, that is insane. And I said, yeah, that's just the first draft. Just let me just finish it.
Tweak it.
Just hold on. Finished it up, and as far as there's parts that we're just gonna still modify with it, but the track itself is done. Then he sent it off to Ill Vibes. Ill Vibes heard it. He put his chorus onto it. Sent
Yeah,
it
I
to
heard
White.
he's doing a hook.
Yeah, he sent it to White. White heard
Crazy.
it and said, "Oh my goodness!" Sent it to me, and I said, "Oh my goodness!" So we got two "Oh my goodnesses."
Yeah, man. That's
so all the "Oh my goodnesses" says,
how
salute,
can the oh my goodness be wrong if it's two of them?
Nah, man. Two of them in different cities, So it's definitely something.
Bomb. I'm looking forward to that.
That track is gonna be a really big joint. I talked to Philly. You know what I'm saying? He has another joint that I'm about to start working on with him as well.
Bomb.
I'm gonna start working with a whole heap of different artists out here, man. I just came out here just to network and meet everybody, man. Just see what is up with everybody. I seen, Dustin. Dustin.
Wareham, I believe
Wareham,
it
yeah,
is.
yeah.
DJ D's Nuts.
Yeah, man. Just met up with him at Nocturne this week.
He's
this
a real
weekend.
dude, man.
Yeah,
He's a real dude. He's a stand-up.
I was
dude.
with who? Capital E.
Capital E's the truth, man.
He real official too. Man, I'm just kicking it with everybody.
Networking,
here,
man. That's what it's all about, man.
You have to.
That's
man.
what it's all about.
If you don't do that, if you're not networking, then
you're not
sleeping.
working.
Exactly. Basically, that's it.
If you're not networking, you're not working.
That's it.
So DJ D's Nuts. You mentioned him. He actually hosted my mixtape.
Right.
Do you host mixtapes?
Yeah, man. I'm gonna be.
Bomb.
I'm getting ready to do a few crazy ones right now. In Montreal, I just did over the past 2 years. Nah, let's do it like this. 2 years ago, I hosted one mixtape. The year after, I hosted one mixtape, and those were two tests.
Test runs.
Last year.
Yeah.
From July till December. That's 6 months. 8 mixtapes.
Yeah.
Dropped them all out. They're all on my website, www.titanmetic.com. They're all up there. And I just realized that the moment that you put out music consistently, man, they're always going to be expecting something else. And so
of course.
I just realized, okay, boom, 2 weeks later, another one. Boom, 2 weeks later, another one. Boom. The first one I put out was one I produced entirely.
Damn.
And then I hosted the whole thing entirely. So
Sick.
it was featuring a whole bunch of artists from Montreal.
Okay.
It was called Megatron Metikulus, which is why everyone now calls me Megatron Metikulus from that album.
Bomb.
Then I hosted a mixtape for a group BNG there in Montreal.
Okay.
I hosted another mixtape for Stack Doe. G-Don, I hosted 2 mixtapes for G-Don. I'm about to host, we're getting ready to drop the Choice Story.
Okay.
Yeah, that's another Montreal mixtape.
Bomb.
Called The Choice Story. I've hosted those, and then I said to myself, let me put together collabo mixtapes. And so that was the Munchie Madness. I put out 1, Munchie Madness 2, 2.5, and 3. They all just dropped out every 2 weeks consistently.
Sick.
Artists kept flooding me with music, and I just said, all right, cool, go hit up a DJ. It was DJ Killswitch that I was working with heavy at the time.
Okay.
With Black
Montreal
Crowd
cat?
Sound. Yeah. He's
Bomb.
a Montreal DJ. And so we really put it in together like that and really put the mixtapes out. And so that's what I'm about to do right now here in Toronto, man. I just was talking with Ill Vibes. We just came up with a few concepts for a couple titles, Do we hit them with a title, man? Do we?
Give them.
Do we? Yeah? All right.
Give them.
I'll tell you what, man. It's called, The Beast of Bay Street. That's the first.
Bomb.
That's the first that's the first mixtape that I'm going to be hosting for Toronto.
Sick.
The Beast of Bay Street. And so that's going to be, I'm collecting music right now. So you can send me music at 514.radio.mtl@gmail.com.
Okay.
And I'm taking music. I'm taking music. I'm gonna hit up a few DJs, hit up different DJs for different mixtapes.
Yeah, yeah.
Team up with different people.
You're
Give
working with
different.
Mark Jordan too.
Yeah, man.
A
Mark
bit,
Jordan,
right?
man. He's a real dude, man.
Yo, he's a beast.
He's a real dude, man. He's got a heavy joint. Actually, I gotta talk about this record he has, um, called
The new one he
Love
just
with
dropped,
yeah
right?
Love with Drugs. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. That
there's
joint.
another one, the Gemini. Um,
That's the trials and tribulation of a Gemini.
Trials and Tribulations of a
That's the
Gemini.
mixtape. That's the mixtape.
Crazy,
That's the mixtape he's
crazy.
working. Yeah,
Yeah.
man. He's working on a lot of different things right now. That dude, he a real dude, man. He hit me up randomly out the blue saying, "What's going on?" Just like, "Yo, what do you do? What do you do?" And I'm like, "Yo, I do this. I host mixtapes. I make beats. I do this." And so we started talking. And so I don't know. When I came down here last time, the first time I came down here just to meet people, um, he just said, "Okay, yo, just come true. Let's talk. Let's roll up. Let's talk. Let's politic." And so from them times, I just said, "Okay, yo, yeah, man, this dude's a real dude, man."
Yeah, he's not wasting any time,
No,
man.
no, no, he ain't wasting no time. We're working on a project right now. That's gonna be 4 joints. I'm gonna produce all 4 of these joints, and then he's gonna come up with all the lyrics, and I'm gonna do videos to all 4 of them.
Sick.
It's gonna be pretty heavy. We're working on a few things right now. Man, I'm just excited right now, man.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
excited to
yeah.
be out here.
I know. I see your tweets. You're like, yo,
Yeah, man.
I'm excited.
Listen, man, Montreal is a real whirlpool for every English person politically.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You can't say too much without
Of
getting
course,
too
of
much
course,
heat.
of course.
You know what I'm saying? But it's a whirlpool for every English person. So I'm just trying to just dodge the heat. I look at Montreal like this. This is me personally to everybody from Montreal. Um, Montreal is like it's like a garage, and garages close generally at like 5 p.m. You don't want to be bringing your car in at 4:45, hoping to leave at 5 o'clock. Okay,
Fair enough.
so it's 4:45 right now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I need to get my things going and get out of here
Yeah,
because it's hot right now, and I'm not. I honestly, eventually, these moves would have had to come because you have to elevate past where your home is.
Of course.
If you want to elevate past a certain point financially, any math.
Of course,
you know
of
what I'm
course,
saying? Like
of course.
you have
Gain new fan base.
you have to expand, and if
Yeah,
you don't
yeah, yeah.
expand, just stop. Just
Totally.
stop, and I'm not stopping. So
Yeah, yeah.
it's not gonna happen like that,
So you make beats, sick
Yeah.
beats, should I say?
Respect, respect.
You got rhymes, you got bars.
Yeah, yeah. I'm working on something right now. I'll tell you what. Most people they don't even know this. I'm working on a project actually right now, and it's called Rise of the Last Titan. Now, originally it was gonna be an instrumental CD, but
Fun.
I don't know. I just decided, let me surprise people. Let me just pull something out the bag that they don't even know I could do.
Right, right.
Most people don't know I can rap. I've done a couple tracks with different people. I did a one joint. Was that last year? With actually 2 years ago with G-Don. And it's a pretty heavy joint, man. It's a pretty heavy joint. It's gonna be pretty official when we drop that track. And from that point, I just said, okay, well, I'll do it from time to time. I was working with my other partner, Lucci McCoy.
Okay.
He's a part of Squad of Success. I got to shout that out too. You know what I'm saying? That's my other team, my other partner.
Big ups.
My other squad, Squad of Success. We're gonna build that up into something heavy too. And so I rap with him too. And he's like the only other person that I really rap with. I just maintain it like that. But we're gonna put out a big project on Canada on the Canadian Hip Hop Day.
Bomb.
That's what we're gonna do.
Bomb.
And so my project is gonna be entitled "The Rise of the Last Titan," and so that's gonna be dropping now on June 21st. And so we're releasing that in Montreal primarily.
So is it going to be a lot of features?
It's gonna be a few features, but I'm gonna be rapping on my own production.
It's amazing.
On my own production, I'm gonna be producing everything, and then I'm gonna be featuring different people. I'm working on another project also with 5 other producers in Montreal.
Huge.
Skin Deep, Don Dada, True Hunger, Merker Madness, and slipping my mind right now. Sky Beats and myself. We're gonna all build a huge project together.
Bomb.
And because that's the biggest thing in Montreal is the lack of unity.
Right, right,
That's a
absolutely.
huge downfall of our city because I mean we can't really. I expect a lot of unity, but I look at our whole provincial situation. I mean, our provincial situation isn't unified, so naturally anything underneath it is going to also drop.
Of
You
course, yeah.
understand? So, but in order to make any type of success, then unity needs to happen, and so without that, it's hard. It's hard.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
I've been talking to these five men, and we've been talking about working on a project. We've been talking back and forth online. I'm going to sit down soon and start to have some serious meetings to really make this project happen because it's a big project that, as far as I'm concerned, is needed in
Fair enough.
Montreal
Yeah,
to
yeah.
make Montreal a bigger and better city musically, to make people be more inspired to really take forth and just jump into their dreams. There's a lot of artists, there's a lot of artists that's stepping forth right now. A lot of the younger cats, like the whole camp with Mac Vibes, for example.
Yeah,
That's a
yeah.
whole young generation. I didn't even really, what I'm saying? I'm seeing that just happen right now, and I'm like, wow, they're really serious.
They're getting
They're
shit
really,
done. Yeah,
they're
yeah,
really
yeah.
serious. They're really serious. It's a different style of music. You know what I'm saying? They do a lot of singing with their raps and whatnot,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's just different. You know what I'm saying? And difference is always good. Different is always good. That's my
You can't
biggest.
evolve without difference.
Nah,
That's the thing, man.
nah,
You
nah.
can't evolve without
Everybody
difference.
can't be the same. You're always gonna run into the same wall.
Yep.
So
Just stuck in a hamster wheel, basically.
basically,
Yeah, yeah.
basically, and that hamster wheel is in a pretty tight cage,
Yeah,
man. You know what I'm
you
saying?
know.
So, it's
Um,
pretty hectic, man.
Ill Vibe is working on something that's like a producer based show.
Ah,
Did he hit you
yes,
up?
yes, 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 yes. We're talking on the
Beatzilla,
Beatzilla
May
joint.
9th at
That's that May
Oko.
9th, that Oko's. You know what I'm saying? That's that Oko Lounge.
Yeah, yeah, Oko
Oko
Red
Lounge.
Lounge.
Yeah, yeah. That's where the joint was on Friday, right?
Yes, the
I
saga
was up at the Zaga
continues.
Continues show, and there was a lot of pretty. It was a pretty heavy. It was pretty heavy,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
White really killed it. I really felt his performance.
for
I
sure.
gotta. And Mo, I haven't seen. He's from Montreal. Mo's from Montreal.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
haven't seen him in a few years. Seeing him perform it was pretty good to see him too.
Man, he's smashing it.
Energy through the
Yeah, yeah,
roof.
yeah, yeah.
Energy through the roof. I know he just went on tour. I know he just came back. I know he's going back on tour right now too. So
Oh man, he's
in and
he's
out, in
constantly
and out,
touring, man.
in
I
and
think he
out.
just got off a tour with what Machine Gun Kelly,
Yeah, and then he's
Bone
going on tour with
Thugs.
two Bone Thugs right now.
Crazy.
So he's doing his thing right now. So
Yeah,
shout
man.
out to him as well. Yeah, man, there's a lot. It was good to see everybody there. So that's why it's gonna be pretty interesting to see how we're gonna spin off with the Beatzilla. There's a lot of producers that's gonna be involved that night. He hit me up with that, and I was like, he was like, yeah, I want to do a show with all the producers, a showcase. And I said, sure, yeah, let
Yeah,
me know
yeah,
what's up, dog. I'm
yeah,
down,
yeah,
man. I'm already making moves all the time, so just tell me when I need to be there.
yeah, yeah. Give me a
You know what
give
I'm
me a date
saying?
and time.
You know what I'm saying? He told me date, time, and location.
Yeah, man.
Bow. I said, bless. So I'm
So
gonna be
we'll
there.
definitely be seeing you there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna be. Peep this. Before that. I'm gonna be at what's that? The Big Ticket. I'm gonna be
Another
at
big
Big
show.
Ticket.
Big shout out to Chris Got Rocks. Well, that's him on Facebook.
Yeah, man.
Um,
I'm gonna be
big
at there.
show, big show, man.
Illy just told me
It's
about
so
that.
pro.
He told me about that, and he said, "Yo, I want you to come out to that show." So I said, "Okay, perfect. I'm gonna be there." So that's on what April 11th, and
April 11th.
so I'm gonna be there. And then 2 days later, I'm gonna be in Barrie to go check out the Twister joint.
Sick.
So I'm gonna be out there.
Have you hit Unity Market?
Yeah, I've been out to Unity Market. Last time I came out, I was
Yeah,
out
yeah.
there with my producer out in Richmond Hill. Shout out to Tobes, aka Abstract. Yeah, yeah. I see you, homeboy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
He was out there. We went out there. Checked out that joint. That's where I met Definition. I met LS.
Freestyler? Did you meet Freestyler?
Nah, I met Spencer also.
Spenny.
I met them three specifically
Yeah, yeah.
that I remember off the top of my head because I have them all online and I've been talking to them. They all just differently appear up on my timeline all the time. So I
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
them ones. But
Mindset. Did you meet him?
No, I didn't meet
Ryan Willie.
Mindset. Nah,
Crazy, crazy.
nah. I met them three specifically. I remember them three though. And they're all pretty hard. I remember when I met this one's jokes, when I met Definition. Man, I seen this dude all his pictures online. Man, he looked like a big dude, man. He
Right?
looked like a giant. Those pictures look like, you know what I'm saying? But,
Yeah, yeah.
you can't judge by the picture.
Absolutely.
I walked up to this dude and I was like, damn, bro. I'm 6'1". So I'm pretty tall, large. I'm big set,
Yeah. Husky.
big set. Yeah. That's what you would call,
Yeah,
husky,
yeah,
So
yeah.
I seen this dude and I was like, damn, I'm looking down to this dude. I'm like, that's not what I was expecting.
Yeah.
But it's not a bad thing, It's
For
just,
sure, for sure.
I was just expecting him to be a bit taller, but I was like, okay,
Yo, that's
cool,
Justin Mean. Justin Mean
man.
makes
That's
everybody look like a giant.
That's probably it, huh?
Yeah,
that's
man.
probably it.
He makes everybody look larger than life.
That's
man.
crazy. I have a photo shoot with Justin.
And
actually,
you have a
next
photo
Saturday.
shoot coming up.
He's coming down to Montreal. He was actually, it's pretty crazy because I told him I was coming up this weekend to come check out your show, and he told me he's booked to go down to the States.
Yep.
And I said, wow, man. So I said, okay, cool, man. So what's up? What can we do? He's like, well, I'll tell you what. When I come back, I'm going to work on a couple stuff and come down the next weekend to Montreal. And I said, okay, cool. So he's coming down to
branching
Montreal.
out, man.
And I then said to myself, okay, well, if I could also see if I could help him out, I'll talk to a couple artists and make it happen. So I spoke to my homeboy, Lucci McCoy, and I spoke to G-Don, and they both have a photo shoot with him as well.
Bomb.
So now everybody in Montreal, you know what I'm saying? Once people start to see what else he can do,
Yeah,
listen, man,
he's
he's
on the
gonna
next
be able
level.
he'll be able to make things happen, man. His methods of doing graphics is it's not what I would call graphics, man. And not even what he would call graphics. What is it? Manipulations.
Yep.
Manipulations. It's intense. Your picture, okay, with Venom.
Oh yeah, with the tongue lashing.
Listen,
yeah.
Listen, wow. Your picture with the big head. You know what I'm saying? The big head.
Yeah.
You understand?
my
what I'm
cover
saying?
and my
The cover,
yeah, and I'm
man.
sparking
Listen, man, you got a big head, and you got a big lighter in your bomb clock hand like that song. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy.
Yeah.
I said, I need to deal with Maine. Whoa. So man, I made that happen right away. I'm also going to be shooting a couple videos with Ill Vibes also.
Bomb.
That's going to be late April. You know what I'm saying? So
Sick.
things are really starting to make their waves.
Good look.
And I'm starting to make them happen. And so that's what's up. And then May 9th, I'll be at the Beatzilla.
Okay.
I talked to who? Jadon out in T-Dot.
Yeah.
And he
Raw
now
dog.
has...
Jadon, fuck that guy.
Yeah, man. Fuck that guy, man. Shit. That dude, man. He pretty hype, man.
Yeah.
Just randomly, we was talking. I seen something on I was invited to, and it was on my birthday. And so I said, really? I messaged the man up and I said, hey, man, that's my birthday. He said, really? You want to make it your birthday,
yeah, I'm performing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Bomb.
Yeah, man. So the Come Smoke with Us joint, it just got pushed up. My birthday's on the 31st, so it just got pushed up onto the 24th. But I'm still pushing my birthday there because Come Smoke with Us sounds like an event that the Titan needs to be at.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
Like,
it's gonna be crazy.
It's mandatory, man.
Yeah.
Mandatory, man. I'm coming down with some backwoods, man.
So yo, I'm gonna be sponsoring a bong at the show, and how you're gonna win it is called pin the butt on the bong. You're gonna be blindfolded. There's gonna be a big ass picture of a bong, and you've got to put the bud on top of the bowl.
Wow.
Closest person to put it on top of the bowl will win the bong.
That's pretty insane.
And I'll even fill that fucking bowl for you on that bong. Why not?
You heard it from McLeod, right? You heard it from McLeod.
There it is.
There it is. Promo, you know what I'm saying?
Bomb.
Raw dog.
Yo, Mark Jordan said, yeah.
You already know, homeboy.
So you know he was checking
paying
shit
attention.
out.
He paying attention. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He knows what's up, man.
Some people get shy and they don't type. It's
man,
okay.
It is what it is, man.
It's okay. We
It
know
is
you're
what it
watching.
is. It is what it is, and if not, you're gonna pay attention later. And then
Exactly.
you're gonna wish you were watching.
Bomb.
And then you're gonna watch the next few episodes every other time people be telling that this shit be going on. You know what I'm
Then
saying?
you're gonna
People
have
need
to
to
go
pay
to my
attention.
YouTube,
You understand?
check that shit out.
Yeah,
Cause yo,
man.
this is live.
This is live right now.
But yo,
This is
I
live
I
right
have
now.
recorded it.
Yeah, I already know what
It'll be
time
on
it is, man.
YouTube. It'll be on my Ustream for 30 days.
Yeah, man. Listen, man. Things are happening right now on exponential scales.
For
I'm
sure.
actually about to be. One thing I'm going to talk about too is the Saudi tour. I just got
Bomb.
confirmed right now to host the whole tour. You know what I'm saying?
Huge.
All the cities. You know what I'm saying? So
That's big, man.
listen, man.
Network your ass off while you're out there.
Listen,
You'll be in a
you
room
understand
full
what I'm
of
saying? You understand what I'm
like-minded
saying? You
heads.
understand what I'm saying? Everybody who is
Gold.
artists,
Gold.
everybody who's an artist is really trying to make movements.
Yep.
We're trying to make movements all at the same time. Let's connect.
For sure.
If you're not trying to connect, then I don't know what to tell. I don't know what to tell
And
you.
it's one of the biggest networks. Like
Yeah, man.
for networking, Saudi's huge.
I met Illy at the last one in
Yeah.
Montreal.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? He came down. He did a show down at Raw Dog. So we went down there and I checked out the show, and that's where I met Illy. I've had Illy on my Facebook for like maybe about 3 months before that, but never really connected with him. And I just randomly hit him up and say, "Yo, what's up with this Saudi shit? What's up?" And he told me what was popping, and I said, "All right, cool. I'm gonna see you, man. I'm gonna see you there, man." So from there, it was just the proper timing, man. It was just okay. We connected, went to the show, seen what was up. Um, then we just, I let it just, chill out for a bit. Then what was it? What really made me start coming out to Toronto was the passing of my homeboy in January, the first homicide of the year.
Oh man.
Yeah, man. I just said, you know what? That was my homeboy, Chaotic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And when he had passed, I just said, you know what? There's nothing really left for people who are trying to elevate on the music.
Yep.
Because at the same time, you're doing your music. There are some artists, for example, like Mona. You know what I'm saying? He in Montreal. He doing his thing. He in school too. You know what I'm saying? To really just get out of the whole. You know what I'm saying? To just make a bigger difference. You know what I'm saying? He on some. On some pretty heavy things, you know what I'm saying? He's studying on some pretty big things there, you know. But for artists who aren't in school, they're either working a regular 9 to 5 or they're hustling.
Of course.
Now, on the hustle side, it catches up to you. Because the biggest rule of hustling is don't shit where you sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you're chopping in Montreal, eventually it's going to catch up to you. You know how many people are dead right now that they don't know who killed them or they didn't find them? You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of bodies around where you didn't find none. But those bodies are all counting up. Most of them are musicians.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? If you're a musician who's really just trying to make some sort of a statement and some sort of evolutionary path to something, you got to get out of town or else. Because as far as I'm concerned, almost every rapper has done some sort of dirt.
Yeah, of course.
If you've done dirt, you can't sleep there for too long.
Yep.
You can't sleep there for too long, man. These are rules and regulations.
Absolutely,
so
man.
That's why my biggest thing is it's not, and I'm not getting out of town just to get out of town. Nah, man. When I get out of town, I'm still gonna be building my bridges so that way people from Montreal can still come across and make their evolutionary passes over too.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
It's all about helping people who have helped you also.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people who have helped me get to where I'm at right now. So I'd be an idiot to just turn around and just say, you know what? Forget about all y'all. I'm going to do my thing. Nah. I'm doing my thing, but know that when I build it, listen, it's not going to be a small highway when I build it.
No doubt.
It's going to be one of them big. You see, the difference of a Toronto highway and a Montreal highway is the Montreal highways have, 2-3 lanes. Montreal, that's in Montreal. And you got a little service road. Toronto highways, you got 5 lanes on the highway. You got another sideway with 2 lanes. And then you got another service road on the other side. And you know what I'm saying? You got a lot of ways, man.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
Listen, I'm trying to build that bridge. And if that bridge that I'm building is not going to be no small bridge for nobody. It's going to be a big bridge for everybody.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? Most people don't even catch that. But once they catch it, you'll understand.
Unity.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing that I always talk about.
Yeah,
I always talk about is unity because you're bigger. You can make a bigger impact on anything once you're unified. Once you have two people together in war, you have two people back to back, they slaying everything.
Absolutely.
Not necessarily a strap war.
Absolutely.
Not a strap war. We're not talking strap war.
No, of
We'll
course,
bring it
of
back
course.
to sword times. You know what I'm saying? We'll bring it to sword times, a little knife times. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Them times. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
you
yeah,
have
yeah.
2, 3 people come back together, all their backs together. They working together.
Yes,
They
sir.
working together. Once you have one person, you get stabbed in the back real quick.
Yep.
You bleeding out on the floor. You ain't got shit
Yeah.
hunting. You know what I'm saying? So doesn't make no difference. There's a lot of groups in Montreal, for example. I talk about Montreal because that's my home, but I'm out here still. You know, I'm building out here, but there's groups in Montreal that they only have like their own little circle of artists that they deal with. They don't deal with anyone outside of this little box.
So that's all they're gonna stay in is that little box.
That little box.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And they don't get it.
Yeah, it's true.
You know what I'm saying?
It's true.
You want more views. You want more people to hear your shit.
Yep.
You want more things to happen.
Gain those
you
fans,
work
man.
with other people.
Yep.
It only makes sense. Put aside differences, make the music happen. It only makes sense. If you can't do that, go get a 9 to 5, go hustle, go find something else, go find yourself in jail, and go find yourself a box, and you're done.
Yep.
If you can't move forward, then what are you doing? Go back. Go back. Don't stay in the lane. Now you're causing traffic.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That's
For
just
real.
it. That's just it. You know what I'm saying? So that's my whole that's the Titan Megatron.
That's it,
take,
man.
You know?
So yo, what I'm gonna do is, because this is recorded, I'm gonna put it on YouTube. Once it's on YouTube, I am going to share it with all his social media links.
Word.
His website, everything that you need to check him out and add him.
Word.
So I'm going to be sharing that on my Twitter, my Facebook. So make sure you add him up if you haven't added him.
Everywhere, man.
Yeah. Work. Reach out with this guy. He's ready to work.
Yeah, man. I'm real serious with it. You know what I'm saying? I have production. We have leasing. We have exclusives. I have contracts for both. You know what I'm saying? Everything is real official. I host mixtapes. If you got a mixtape coming up, I have a little network that's really bubbling into something really epic. You know what I'm saying? It's really cooking right now. So I'm just getting
This is
everything,
the man you want to reach out to.
Man. We got to expand. And if you're not expanding, you're in the way. And if you're in the way, I'm like a dinosaur. And I'm a dinosaur. I'm a step on you.
Yeah, man.
I'm a big dude, man.
Yeah,
like,
man. Elephant shoes, man. These
you know what I'm
things.
saying? Like, man, these things here are size 14s, pimpin'.
Jesus.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a big dude, man. Big shoulders, broad shoulders, man. Big feet, man. You know what I'm saying?
Husky.
That's just it, man. Dinosaur.
Husky. Dinosaur.
Dinosaur, man. Dinosaur.
So,
You know what
yo,
I'm saying?
again, make sure you reach out to this man. He's got the heat. And, yo, he's all about unity. So, yo,
Heavy,
reach
man.
out to him. Make those connections.
Heavy, man.
Grow. Expand your fucking network. It's what we're here to do
There's
as
no
artists.
say that the time comes, you're going to be seeing M's everywhere.
Bomb.
M's everywhere. You know what I'm saying? That's just it.
Bomb.
That's just it.
So, yo, this is Kush McLeod signing off with my homie Metikulus.
You already know.
Pieces out.
Respect, homeboy.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.